Hi, welcome back to my channel. So if you can't tell by today's video, we are going to be working on the Taylor Swift inspired collection together. I thought it would be fun to you could see it behind the scenes. So please enjoy, and yeah. So right now I'm sitting on the floor, as you can tell. These are all the patterns that I want to use. I think they'd be fun. I've got everything already put together, and if there's patches to it, they've already kind of been distributed out. So now I'm just going to sit through and I'm going to kind of sift through my patterns, and I'm going to figure out what do I really want to use for each one. And yeah, so everything's sorted out now. Yeah, so now I'm gonna cut it out. Well, I'm gonna pick something to start with, and we're gonna cut it out and go from there. Yeah, I don't know which one I'm gonna start with. I might start with the kind of the makeup-y bag looking ones, like the zippered pouches. I think I'm gonna start with those because those are pretty easy to cut and relatively quick to sew. So I'll start with those, I think. Yeah, the embellishment part is probably gonna be what takes the longest for most of these. But I think that's what we're gonna start with. So now I'm gonna do this one. So let's just so there's that. So now we're gonna sew. First part of sewing is the embellishments. So they are glued on right now, and now I'm gonna hand sew them. The little beads on. Just like that. Both of these are done. Aren't they cute? I am now going to work on the next thing. I haven't really decided what that next thing is going to be. Ooh, that's what I'm going to work on. I'm trying to get as much of the Swiftie mini collection done before the end of today, because tomorrow I'm going to try to work on a different project. So yeah, let's go look and see what we're doing next. So right now I'm going to do a very it's kind of a subtle Swiftie nod. If you're a Swiftie, you probably know the song Paris. And that's what I'm going to work on, is making a cute little like fold over clutchy thing. We're going to pick some beads out, and we're going to do the same thing we kind of did for the other ones, to do the whole, like, you know, we were in Paris kind of vibe is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna look at the lyrics again because there might be something else I want to do instead of we were in Paris, but I feel like that one's probably the easiest to do. And it's a subtle kind of thing. So I'm gonna cut everything out and then we'll reconvene. Paris is done. I don't think I got any clips other than me cutting it all out, but the Paris clutch bag is cute. It's cute. It's subtle, but it's cute. I feel like this kind of has like an almost typewriter-y effect, which is more towards your post department than it is Midnight's, but I think it's cute, and it's beads. And you know, we're trying to go for something fun here. I think next I'm gonna work on trying to do the Folklore Evermore inspired handbag. So yeah. Okay, so it is Sunday. It's the 23rd. So, I am going to, so the original plan was I was going to spend all of Saturday, which would have been yesterday, doing as much of the Swiftie collection as possible, and then I thought I was going to have a lot more to do, in all honesty, but I wanted to see how much I could get done today, because I was going to work on Sunday, today, when I'm filming this anyway. I was going to work on the other project that I had. However, because I only have 2 bags for the Swiftie collection, or 2 things left for the mini Swiftie collection, I am going to just finish it out, and I'm going to try to get it done today. Today, there are a lot more, the 2 things that are left are a lot more technical, in like how they are put together. So they are going to take a little bit longer. That's also why I left some cards on the end. And because I already started posting about the Swiftie collection, I was like, let me just bust it out and finish it this weekend. And then before I go into work this week, I will just have to plan on schoolwork and getting part of what I want to do done for that. And then I can get this video posted relatively quickly in time with when the Swiftie mini collection posts. And that can be one of the things that probably gets dropped early March. But yeah, so all of that to say, we're going to work on the Swiftie collection, or continue to work on it today. I am going to now do the Folklore Evermore thing, which I do kind of need to briefly talk about for a second. So there's 2 different fabrics, and the camera quality for this actually makes it look a lot darker than they are. But so that's going to be the outside, and this is going to be the lining. This is the interfacing part. But I also have this mirror ball disco iron-on, what is this called, patch, and I'm gonna put that on, and I'm gonna do the little like friendship bracelet kind of thing again for that. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do something like, oh, I'm a mirror ball, like shining just for you, or I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna look up the lyrics again just to see if there's maybe a lyric that sticks out to me more than just, you know, I want you to know I'm a mirror ball or something like that. And we're gonna see with where I want to put the patch, how does that look? Because it might not look that good, you know, we gotta figure it out. But all of that to say, this is kind of a folklore-y Evermore together vibe. I'm going with both of them together. The mirror ball aspect definitely has more of a folklore, because it's on folklore, whereas I feel like the fabric fits more with like the Evermore. So I'm kind of just trying to combine them both and make them really work together. To get my Folklore Evermore people, because if you're a fan of folklore, you tend to be a fan of Evermore and vice versa, and if you don't like either, then you just don't like either, which is totally fine. Those are probably 2 of my favorite albums. Torture Post Department is number 1, because that one just really resonates with me as a person. But all of that to say, we're gonna get back into sewing. I think I'm done rambling for the most part, so let's do this. I want you to know I'm a mirror ball. Sorry, okay, awful singing aside. It's all prepped and ready to go. I did just iron on the patch, and I did all my interfacing for it. I am waiting for my hot glue gun to heat up so that I can glue the beads down. So then I can sew the beads on. But yeah, that's where we're at. So it's almost done. I realized I didn't actually take any video of me sewing it, but I'm hand sewing the lining to the zipper portion of this bag, because quite frankly, it's just a pain to try to do the sew the lining on with a machine. And I think it looks nicer. Kind of looks a bit cleaner. Now, the interesting thing that should be noted about this bag is it is actually made out of 2, they were never used, but they were washed still, but 2 pillowcases, which is why I had to use slightly more delicate settings on my sewing machine, so I had to play with those a little bit. Again, stuff you didn't see, but just fun little facts about this bag. The lining is actually, no, it doesn't feel that way because I have the interfacing attached to it, but the lining is actually a bit more silkier than I feel like a lot of pillowcases tend to be. But again, you can't really tell because I've got the interfacing on it. But yeah, so like I said, this is just me sewing the lining on. This is gonna take a minute, so I'll just be back in a second. Well, 3 hours later, we've got the little handbag for Folklore and Evermore. Now I'm gonna work on the last design, which I only know the patch that's gonna go on it. I don't know if I'm gonna have a saying on it. I'm kind of leaning towards no saying. But yeah, we're working on the last design. So I'm working on this last piece, and I was going through my pattern pieces and everything and trying to figure out what I needed to do, and I realized like having a reference would be really useful. And it's actually, I remembered it was my wallet, obviously, but it's gonna be Taylor Swiftie. So yeah, little sneak peek here. Make sure you guys can't see any of my cards or anything. It's got stuff here. It's got 2 compartments on this part. This part actually can come out, but I kind of just leave it like that. And then it's got a main zipper compartment, which is actually where I keep pretty much all my cash and coins. And it's got a little wrist strap thing that you don't have to attach, but I have attached to it. I really love it. It's cool. But yeah, I needed a reference, and I figured I can actually use my wallet, you know, as a reference piece. So yeah, there's that. And now we're going to actually cut. So I'm having my little strawberry snack break, and you know, I'm sitting here and I was thinking, you know, like I talk a lot about how like what love is, especially with like my friends and my parents and things like that. Like what does love mean, right? And part of love is the idea that my sister, when she buys strawberries, she doesn't ever move the leaves out of the way to cut them off. So when she cuts, like, you know, the leaves off or the stems off or whatever, she never moves it out of the way. So they're always left with like these giant chunks of strawberry left still. And instead of just throwing them away, I told her one time, I was like, hey, I'll eat them. And now every time she buys fruit, I get strawberry tops. So that's a small little background information as to why I'm just eating strawberry tops and not full strawberries. But also I just feel like, you know, that's love, you know. And I don't know, that just felt like a fun little anecdote to share. So since the last time we talked, or I made a little intro to this video, or whatever, clip to this video, I finished the Donna bag. I cut out all of the fabric pieces for the last piece. I need to do the stabilizer, and I'm hoping I can get a good portion of this done before I go into work today. I have about an hour. So we're gonna see what we can do. So I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna do my classes this morning before I went into work, but then I decided I would just try to finish this up, and then I'll do my classes tonight. So choices are made. Whether they're good or bad, only time will tell. But yeah, so I'm actually gonna use 2 different kinds of stabilizer. Well, yeah, I'm gonna use 2 different kinds of stabilizer for different parts, I think. Or do I want to just, maybe I'll just use the one. Yeah, I'll just use the one. Yeah, so we're gonna try to do this. If nothing else, I will get all the stabilizer put on and I'll get all of the pieces prepped, so maybe I can finish it tomorrow morning before I go to work, because I don't go into work. Oh yeah, I go into work later tomorrow, so yeah, I should be fine. Now let's get into it. Okay, the last piece is done. It's cute, I think. I think it's more probably for like a little Swiftie versus an adult Swiftie. And just I feel like the fabric choices, but it's cute. I like it. I'm not gonna tell you how many times I had to sing this. So many times. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Well, actually, hold on. That's the end of me talking during this video. I am going to do a compilation of pictures and yeah, so anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this, please let me know. And I noticed a lot of you are actually that are watching tend to not subscribe, and subscribing actually really helps the channel. So let me know, and leave a like, helps too. And I love talking to you guys, so leave a comment. I'll see y'all later. Bye.